Sam, tell us what steps have been taken here at home, and would this change anything in terms of readiness and preparations here if Iran somehow wanted to try to respond in the United States?
Sure, John. I will also note, just closing out the overseas element, that I do have sources indicating that the White House is anticipating additional strikes on U.S. bases overseas. And as I mentioned previously, the U.S. government has taken significant precautions to protect our members of the military to the greatest extent possible. Here in the U.S., security officials at the federal level have done outreach calls with their partners at the state and local level, with governors, with major law enforcement and religious associations, in anticipation of Iranian retaliation here at home. That could be individuals directed by Iran to launch attacks, part of their global proxy network. They've spent decades cultivating a surrogate network here in the United States, what we call sleeper cells in layman's terms, or individuals inspired by what's happened overseas to act, individuals we call homegrown violent extremists. Potential targets likely will be people and places associated with the U.S. military, people and places associated with the U.S. government, members of the Jewish community, and people and places associated with the state of Israel. Now, intelligence gathering is at a very high level at this time to look for threats, and law enforcement has already significantly stepped up its operational footprint, the number of law enforcement assets it has in and around potential targets. So Homeland Security officials are preparing for this, but still quite concerned about the threat environment. And finally, John, the risk of Iranian-backed cyber attacks is very concerning. They have sophisticated cyber capabilities and have used them before against critical infrastructure. Think energy and water grids, transportation infrastructure, and more. So cybersecurity officials, members of the private sector, members of the public should all remain vigilant, monitor for threats, and stay in close touch with federal, state, and local law enforcement.